Okay, so it says I'm live now. Well, share my screen. Yeah, this is raw off the edit. Um, all right, I am in. I think we can just roll with this. To be honest,
Okay.
I can always optimize later.
So we're going to check out the long-term and short-term trend of Bitcoin. Long-term trend is still neutral,
Oh, you can hear the alerts coming.
as it was yesterday. Yeah, as it was yesterday. And the short-term trend hasn't changed since yesterday. So we still, you can see that here in our guide. Long-term trend orange and short-term trend green. So we have medium risk.
Did that change from yesterday?
No, it didn't. It's the same as yesterday. Our market health guide. And this is our market health indicator. As you can see, went a bit up in the 4 hour, as well as in the 12 hour, as well as in the 1 day. 1 day is actually approaching the 50%. Above 50%, we say the market health is starting to get positive. Below 50%, it's starting to get negative. It depends also where it comes from, if it's going down or up. In this case, you can see that all these three indicators, or all these three gauges are moving.
Scroll down a bit, Renee. I've just updated it for the AMA.
Okay. Okay, this was this morning.
Yeah.
And this is, so it had a little pullback.
Yeah.
4 hours still in positive area. The 12 hours near the 50 or at the 50. So is the 1 day. So this is a bit indecisive here. 4 hours is a bit more positive. If you look at what happened during the day, then you see that the trend is, the health is deteriorating a bit.
You see memes.
If you look at,
quite strong.
Sorry.
You see
Yeah, memes coins are still strong. Yes. So if you look at these sector indicators, then you see that actually only the meme coin is real positive area. AI is also picking up above the 50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now these indicators are telling you something about the overall market or the overall sector. So not about individual coins. That is, the juicy tips do that. Okay, let's go to the daily BTC chart. This is what we had on yesterday. And I think Bitcoin was somewhere around here. We said, okay, Bitcoin is probably going to go and test these levels here, these hold and break levels in the daily chart. The red lines are the daily break and daily hold. So the top one is the break. The bottom one here is the hold level. And there's also, I also drew in a 4 hour break level. I'm gonna remove them now because they have already been touched. and clears up the chart a bit. On the other side, we also said, okay, there was a 4 and a 1 day hold level. And here's the 4-hour touch, and here's the daily touch. So I'll remove the 4-hour and I'll leave the daily hold in. It might get tested again. I don't think so, but just in case. So what's going to happen next for Bitcoin? That's the big question. I think it's going to be rejected here. You can see it in the 4-hour chart. You can see better. By the way, this is an hourly hold level that I drew in. And this is also an hourly hold level. So what's going to happen next? Well,
you drew this.
Probably it's going to go
right?
down and test this. This hold level I drew yesterday.
Yeah.
This day break I drew yesterday. The 1 hour hold I drew this morning, I think. Yeah, but actually, if you really want to know where it bounced off and drew that into, it's actually the 5-minute hold level. I found that in the chart also. But actually, we are working with the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1 hour. So I didn't dive deeper in these hold levels yesterday when we had the chat.
Mm-hmm.
But you can find the exact hold level. Of course, if you go deep down in time frames, you can find other hold levels than the 1 day. The one within the 1 day candle that is the hold level, you can find more than the other hold levels, like the 4-hour, if there is one, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 3-minute, and the 1 minute. And the ones that have not been tested, meaning that have not been touched, are still valid. So this is happening now in the chart. So you see the daily level. If we keep at those levels, the daily level has been touched, and now is reversing Bitcoin. So now it's looking for a place to hold the move up. And because it touched a break level and not it touched the daily break and not the daily hold, I expect to move down, not to go further than the 1 hour hold that I drew in the chart. But we can only be certain when we are at that level and see what's happening at that level. If at that level, for instance, in the 5-minute chart, we are making higher lows, then I would suspect that the move is going to start up again from those levels. But it's a level to watch when prices reach that level. Now, and on the other side, if Bitcoin moves above this level, then there's probably going to be a continuation of the move up.
Yeah.
And also,
but what would
drew those levels in.
Probability of that happening?
Well, right now, I think the probability is not great, but as I said, you can only the only thing you can do is see what prices are doing and anticipate on that. So it's basically impossible to say what is going to happen. You can draw these levels in and expect them to either break or hold. And if they hold, and it looks like they're holding now, you would expect a further move down. So even if the Bitcoin trend indicators are positive, moves down will happen. It is basically prices move up and they have to correct.
Yeah.
The only thing is in an up market, the corrections are smaller.
Yeah.
Well, actually, downwards movements are smaller if the trend is really strong. And we are not really in a strong trend at the moment. We're basically bouncing up and down. You can see that also because the short-term indicator starts to flop a lot. It's sometimes it's red, sometimes it's amber, sometimes it's green, and the market reacts on that, but it's just short-term.
It's actually also bounced off. If you in the lounge chat, I've just put my Bitcoin chart, and I was expecting this move down because and you can see it's bounced off the long-term trend line.
Sorry,
wow.
in
Interesting.
the lounge chat, right?
In the Discord, if you just go up a bit, up to where it says lounge,
Yeah.
move your cursor up to where it says lounge. To the right, you'll see a speech bubble. No, back up to the word lounge.
Yeah.
To the right,
Okay.
it's a speech bubble. And if you click on that chart, see it touched that trend line again.
Yeah. Trend lines can be indications of it's all trend lines are also levels, right? It's just the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. But it's been, I drew that, where that yellow arrow is where I drew the top trend line back in May or something.
Oh, it's a long-term trend line, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it confluences. Is that what you say? It confluences with the
Confirmed, I
with the
would say. Is that what you mean?
Is it a zone of confluence? Is what you say? I don't know.
You mean it's kind of in agreement with what we're saying on the? It goes in line with what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and oddly enough, if you want a final confirmation, just look at the juicy tips that have just come in, because 95% of them are juicy tip overs in the 4 hour, which goes in line with the drop in the market health.
Oh no. So I am seeing that the live, I don't see the video populate, even though it says I'm live.
Yeah, well, this would be a test run, won't it?
Yeah.
It might be you may need to be the one sharing your screen.
Oh, it says there's screen share capabilities.
Yeah.
But let me see if I can.
I don't know if Rene's screen's frozen, but it
The
hasn't moved in a long time. Oh, I can't even hear Rene if he's talking now. No, I think we've lost Rene.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. That's what. Yes, we've lost. He's dropped off the call. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do hear the audio coming through, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have a problem. I'm okay.
Yeah, you were definitely rugged. I noticed it because your screen went And I noticed your cursor hadn't moved for a good minute or so.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think I shouldn't do that sharing of. I got a bit of a problem with Discord, so I'll be back.
Okay, just restart it.
Thing again. So let me get into the. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start sharing my screen again. And then we go to. Okay, so here we are. So if it breaks, then there are some other hold levels and break levels. And I think the most important one is the one here on. So this area here, that's going to be the next target if it breaks above the 66,000 mark here. So that's what I think Bitcoin is going to do. Either it's going to be rejected, and I see it's being rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can basically see, okay, it reaches those levels and it's rejected. Now, if it's here, I don't know. That's what I expected to do.
Yeah, I've just got this feeling
That doesn't happen.
Another down leg now, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I expect. I expect it to go further down.
Yeah, me too.
It won't be in a straight line, but yeah. Okay, so keeping that in mind, like what we did yesterday, we were expecting Bitcoin to go up, and it did, and the juicy tips also went, of course, up.
Yeah,
because they follow Bitcoin, and most of these cryptos just follow what if Bitcoin sneezes, the coins get a cold, get a fever, and the other way around. So now, if you're now in one of these coins, you have a profit, then yeah, set your stop so that you don't lose all your profit in them. And pick new ones up when Bitcoin either corrects to those levels or pick some up after it has broken that break level up on the top. Okay, then shall we have a look at some juicy tips? I think that well, we saw the meme coins sector is the one that we had to look at.
Yeah, meme coin sector.
There's nothing coming in. So I put in some coins that came in before these. These are not from 7 o'clock. These are from yesterday. So we can have a look at if they are interesting, if they are going to be interested maybe in the future. So shall we give it a go?
Yeah, let's go for it.
There's another thing that I can do. Because I don't know if there's a lot of confusion about hold and break levels. It's totally clear where to put them and why.
Yeah, I think we can take a look at some of these charts. But I think right now meme coins are overextended because the alerts aren't. That was yesterday they started to come in. Right now, it seems like
I know that I know, but if we go through them, then maybe there are some levels that we say, hey, that's maybe a place where they can be picked up, right?
Yeah.
Not for them to go in right now. Mm. So this is Pepe. Pepe came in. Let's have a look. Yesterday at
It's about 20 hour, 11
It is-
o'clock, 20 hours ago.
20 hours ago, you think?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Sorry, yesterday morning, more than a day ago, a day and a half ago.
36 hours ago.
Yeah.
So that would be, let us take the
Nice.
4 hour.
Market
that
signals,
would,
when we get like a nice little pullback, is always great for finding those levels and getting in, finding another opportunity to get in.
right. So that's what I thought, that
Mhm.
if we go through these ones and see if there's any interesting.
Mhm.
So 4 hours, then it came in. Let me see if I have an arrow here. I think here, right? 7 o'clock on Monday, Tuesday. So today is Tuesday. 7 o'clock was here, right? Am I right or wrong?
11, if you're on Thai time, it was 11 a.m. on the 4 hour chart. Yeah, that's right. 11. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So let's see if we go back here.
What we on? Pepe. I'm just going to have a look. Do.
So, right, bang. We put in our levels again. Oh, basically, I can do that quicker. I don't know why that is. Okay, settings. Okay. Let me see. 1 day break. We put in our levels on the top and
Yeah, I was a 6.
on the bottom. We've got anything other? No. Come on. So basically, we are in this move. This move is corrected. This is not really anything that I can in the daily chart at least. And here, so we are now in this move here. So we go to the 4 hour. So this I'm gonna remove, because this move has to be corrected. We have to find something here on the top where it would hold. For our that one's not the right one. Anything else here? Nope. To go further down in the time frames. Oh, this could be it. This could be something. The 1 hour hold. So this is what we have when it basically came in, right?
Mhm.
So we would say, are we going to take this trade at this moment? Don't think so, no?
Yeah.
We have to wait at least to see if this level holds. So let's just see what happens then. Go to the 4 hour, back to the 4 hour. That's where it came in. There's also a break level here. So if this was, no, this is wrong. This needs to be a break level. Sorry, guys. Okay, so somewhere here it should either, it should either break this level or it should be rejected. Well, didn't really go through it in the 4 hour. The break level still respected, nobody above it. Now we're here. So now we're looking for something on the opposite side and see, okay, where would we get in this move? Start with the daily. There's nothing here. 4 hour. This basically has to hold the move up already. The 1 hour. There's something here. One hour hold. Is it a hold? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So there's a 1 hour hold here. I will use the body for that. Is there anything else on the 1 hour? Could also be here. So I won't go in further than these levels, because in this level there could be a 15-minute, a 5-minute, 3-minute, but this is the level that I'm going to look at.
You want to know? Yeah. So right now we're trying to see if we wanted to get in which price level we should be targeting,
Right.
as a zone of interest.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So there are basically two places, right here and right here.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
And the problem with this one is that there's quite a big gap here between this level and where you why isn't this working? Is it? It is. So, that's an 8% gap. Now, if you get here, then it can also bounce off here. That's a 6% gap. So, to be on the safe side, you would choose the bottom one. Now, escape. If you choose this one, you might miss the move, right? Might bounce off of here. So what do you do again? If it reaches this level, you see what's going to happen in the smaller time frames. Check, is there a does it bounce off of it?
Mm-hmm.
Does it make higher lows? And then what you basically said, you get a higher low, you get a higher low. Okay, let's say this is the 1 minute chart. You say, okay, I've got my level here. I'm going to buy in a pullback to that level. the 1 minute level.
Yeah. You want to zoom out a little bit just to get a broader view? Yeah. Further out. So is that the high? Oh, that's the local high, right? That 1 day break? All right.
Sorry?
So basically from where we're at to that local high or that move would be a 16% move, but then on its all-time high it's 60%. Right?
Which one? You mean this one? This level?
Yeah. Well, that would be a 16% move from where we're at right now.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, almost 14 something.
Take a look at SHIB, because I'm looking at this chart setup and just the way that the chart is structured right now looks really nice. Looks really nice. Like,
oh shit. Assume that I've drawn in the hold levels already.
pardon me?
So daily there's a whole level here that hasn't been touched yet on the daily. This is a daily break level. It's rejected here.
Yeah.
So if you then go to the 4 hour, let me remove this one. You then go to the 4 hour. Well, there's nothing here in the 4 hour that holds it up. So let me see. Go back to the daily. So this level, the daily level, keep it simple. The daily level can hold it up here. It's already touched on the top, but still it can still hold it up here.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I think SHIB could well, depending on market situations, of course, but it could well correct all the way down to here before it moves up.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean, that there's no short-term trade in here, but it depends how you look at these charts. Now, if you want to go short-term, well,
Yeah.
you know where your move is, and you go, for instance, to the 15-minute and say, okay, where am I in the 15? And you do the same thing. Is there a whole level? A whole level. It seems that this here is holding the move up.
If it really does get to that hold level at the daily, that would be like a 20% drop from where we're at right now.
Yeah.
And that would completely change the overall aesthetic of the chart structure.
No, because still move up, move up, move up, move up.
But
higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows.
I guess
if it falls down to
yeah.
But you're looking at I understand what you're saying, because you're looking at the chart from a short-term perspective. But long-term, nothing is wrong with SHIB. Yes, SHIB. Short-term, yeah, you don't want to be in SHIB short-term, because that would basically blow your whole account, especially when you leverage. And as I said, there's, if you want to, let's just have a look at the 1 hour. Where are we at the 1 hour? Oh, here. There's a break level here, the 1 hour. There's a break level here.
For SHIB, as an OG meme coin from back in the days, it's still 150% away from its all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the amount of hype it had back then when it first came out, and all big board exchanges started to take them on. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't take that much to get the excitement back in it, but if the excitement does get back in it, the asymmetrical bet on this is much greater than what I'm seeing with Pepe right now.
So from that point of view, you would rather take a position in SHIB than in Pepe.
From that point, yes, because I don't know what the narrative is right now, but you know, a lot of people have Pepe on their minds. I feel like SHIB has not gotten the love and attention it deserves as being an OG meme coin, and as soon as it does, I think that I mean it could be a pretty strong narrative.
Yeah.
But the chart as well is looking pretty. It looked like it's consolidated. It popped to show that it's around, which we just saw in that recent move, and it's consolidating right now into this nice looking cup and handle formation.
Well, the only thing that I can say to you is, if you want to get in SHIB, then basically it bounced off an hourly break level. So because you also need to understand your risks, right?
Yeah.
So if you go in now, if you would go in SHIB now
with a tight stop,
then you have
on the
so
that, maybe.
if you look at the if you you could, but if you look at the potential, and let me see the 1 hour here. Let me put my magnet on. So here's your hold level on the top side. Here's your break level on the bottom. So okay, it bounces off here. So well, it can well be that it goes up to this level here and then breaks down.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes back up to retest that level, it tells, well, at least it signals to me that there is a lot of interest to retest that resistance level. And so when we get the pullback, and especially we're seeing higher lows, technically it'd be completely invalidated if we went down to touch the bottom end of that daily break or the hold level for the daily.
If you trade short term, you're right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you trade long term, then it's still intact. So if you want to trade this coin right now,
the move just went.
Yeah, I mean it's moving, it's bouncing off this level, So actually, at the moment of when we started this call, at that moment it just bounced off the 1 hour. So let me see if there's anything you can. It's already tested. If there is going to be a pullback, then it can only be the 1 minute. This kind of tested. This is tested. So yeah, now it's testing an old level again. So you might pick, if it pulls back, you might pick it up, but it might just go on from here on. So you see what happens. The 1 hour, this is the 1 minute, the 1 hour bomb got held here. Higher low, break off. And now it's having some trouble going over this level. So you might be lucky and you can pick it up here somewhere. There is not much. No. It's all tested. Yeah, you see, it's all tested. So if it breaks, it might, break down. But it doesn't. So this is also a nice place. You go in, got a small loss. If it breaks back below, you get out. You got a hold level here, 1 minute. But it's risky. It's a risky trade. You can be in and out in 2 minutes, no? With a loss. So here is a 1 minute level. I didn't see anything in the other time frames, and there's one over there. So it makes sense. Try to pick it up here. If you can't, then who cares, you know?
Yeah.
And if you try to pick it up here and you get stopped out, okay, you pick it up here again. I don't know how much difference this is. Well, it's a 1%, 89. So with leverage, that's about 18%, 20 times leverage, that's about 18 to 20%.
No, who would do that? Please.
Right.
No, nobody should be doing that.
So, right. So what you also can do is say, okay, I'm going to pick up a small amount here. If it comes back, just, I don't know, 20% of what I want to put into it, and 80% here. And then you do this with less leverage, and this with a lot of leverage. If you are really, really, really want to get into that move. But it's interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, he wants to go.
Watch it go. So this is also 1 minute. I think it's an origin.
So we're coming to 30 seconds away from Q&A section.
Okay. Okay.
Are we still streaming on YouTube, Biz, or
Yeah, we
stop
are.
that now?
So it's quite interesting. If this level doesn't hold, then it's probably going to move up further. So you won't have an other opportunity to get in again. If you go back here, you see here you've got a 3 minute. Here's a 3 minute hold level. Got touched. You know, here's your 3 minute hold level. Got touched during the move up, and now it's either going to break above this level, moving up further to this level here, or you might be lucky and have a pullback to get in. Okay, we are at 7:45. Are there any questions?
Yeah, so in line with our market health report that we just updated for the AMA, and we could see the pullback in the 4 hour quite a lot.
Yeah.
Then actually, if you go to many of the juicy tips that came in the main channels for juicy tips, you'll see that 95% of them were juicy tip overs, which actually comes that move down, right?
Yeah.
That, you know, Zazook's seen that, and quite a few of the trades have been stopped out.
So reacts on it's trying to take profit now in those occasions, and then, you know, it'll just, when the next move starts, it will just give you new tips that can be profitable.
That's right.
Sweet.
So, and then go ahead. There we go, I think.
Yeah. Well, I looked at this one. I kind of have a little faith in this. SHIB looks pretty decent, but I think the longer term narrative looks pretty strong too. I think it's underperforming compared to the other memes.
Yeah, well, that could be. That could be.
Nice.
Ina seems
Get
to be doing
get
well.
the live feed as they come in.
Yeah, that is what we call a juicy tip update. Anybody watching this? So we've just had Ina update at 4.28% profit, and it's been a juicy tip for 47 minutes.
Is that which
Money.
one?
Top 40 by volume, 12 hours. Ina came in at 7 p.m. our time, so 12 noon UTC, and we've just had a 4% update in Ina.
In the 12 hours, right? Here we go.
Yeah, now Ina's already in. Hang on a sec. Ina USDT is already in the elite altcoins. It's been in there for 7 hours, and it's currently at about 10%. But on the 12 hours, it just came in, and it's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up.
Yeah, what I also notice is that even in a down, if the market just goes down, of course we get some profit taking in these coins, but
Yeah,
also some new ones come in, and
you always get certain coins bucking the trend, right?
yeah, right. See what Bitcoin is doing. Well, Bitcoin is actually also having a small move up here. Going to test these levels again. Bitcoin is maybe not done yet. I can expect things, but the market, if the market tells you otherwise, you better believe it.
Yeah. I actually changed my trade setup, so I have a screen now that has Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I split the screen with whatever coin I'm looking at, so that I can compare the two side by side in real time.
What time?
Yeah.
What time frame are you looking at?
Well, the coin I'm looking at right now is SHIB, but that's on the 5-minute, and BTC is on the 15-minute.
Okay. So I would try. I would try to look at them at the same time frame. I think then you get a better idea of what's happening. Because if you trade the 5-minute, then you want the 5-minute information on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah, we're going down again. 1 minute. Of course, the longer the higher the time frame, the stronger the levels. Huh? I mean, a 1 minute level is not as strong as a daily one. The only difference sometimes is when the price really spikes down, then basically it could end up testing the lowest level. Sometimes that is the 1 minute, and it bounces just right off the 1 minute. But that also makes sense because when it spikes down, the momentum down is so high that the daily price, the people that buy on the daily price, they get hit. And their price get hit, then the 4 hour, then the 1 hour. So it happens so fast that not all orders are already in. So it doesn't hold the move up with these stronger levels. It just goes right through them. And the 1 minute is then the final buy opportunity before the move turns around. And of course, it also happens to just go whoosh, just right past the break level, and that the whole levels are not holding it up.
Yeah.
So now it's hold. Yeah, there you go. Hold level. Now there is a reaction. How big that reaction is,
And then
you don't know.
and then they confirm it with the candle close.
Yeah. So see that these hold levels hold a move up or they hold a move down, and so it means that the trend up is still intact. But are these levels clear? Is it
Well, to be honest,
you
I feel like it was the missing ingredient in my trading or like in my trading plan, like
Strategy.
Yeah, strategy. There you go. It's too early, man. It's like 5 a.m. 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep drinking the coffee.
I didn't even drink the coffee yet.
you
And I'm really craving it. But
I mean, you can combine this also. You can say, okay, where's my RSI? Is it oversold? And is it oversold when I'm at that level? So you have a kind of an extra indicator that tells you, okay, we quite oversold, so yeah, it might hold. But now at what levels you need to do to have a look at.
yeah.
Because
Exactly.
not every time an RSI is oversold, you are at a hold level or at a break level.
Yeah, I think it's another thing to note that why hold and break levels are really important is because most traders are not using these as their enter and exit prices, which makes it a lot easier as a trader. If you're picking levels that most traders are not picking, then the probability of executing on that level is a lot higher than it is than everyone targeting the same support and resistance levels.
Yeah. Well, you can be front run a bit also on these levels, huh?
Well, yeah, I guess
Sometimes
it
just
depends on how low of a time frame, but from the way I trade, it's almost like it was a perfect fit. So yeah,
maybe it's an idea to
of hold
maybe
break levels.
maybe it's an idea to to go through your steps one time. Tell us how you do it.
Me, I look at the macro first, and I look at the chart. If the chart looks like so where's previous all-time high relative to where price is at right now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are looking at the same things and they want to probably maximize their investment, and so you probably want to get into something that's at the lower end. If the narrative seems pretty strong and the chart setup looks, it's been consolidating for a long time, like those charts usually excite me. And now the only thing that we're missing is when should you get into this? And this is why Zazook is so great, because Zazook actually indicates that there's volume being put into this token, and you should take a look at it. And so that comes in as an alert. And so what we get to do is that we take this alert and say, all right, well, you were already trading anyways, getting in at good entry points. But now imagine if you got the access to volume. And so with volume plus getting in at a good entry point, I mean, it's pretty good. And yeah, you just got to be smart with your exits, and which is why the hold and break levels were really important. And then try to build on consistency from there. So that's how, I mean, for myself, that's sort of how I use. That's like my trading strategy, and it seems to be working pretty good.
Yeah, well, what I meant is, maybe in an next or any other AMA, you can basically go through that strategy live. Say, okay, I'm going to have a look at these coins. This one is I like because of this and this and that. This is what these are my levels.
Yeah. If I was to go through the exact, it's just
like,
really going through the Zazook tips and seeing which ones are coming up, and then doing a quick scan broadly of the token. And I got like maybe 10 to 12 tabs, depending. Some days, on slower days, maybe 4 or 5. And then from there, it's like, is there anything that we can deduce from this that makes it look like a high probable trade for today? And if it's not there,
right,
then that's my day off.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't need to trade every day
don't have to trade every day.
make money.
Yeah, don't try to satisfy
If there's no opportunity, right? Okay, well, we are at our 8 o'clock almost.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
Let's
no,
see
this was
what
great.
record.
Thanks, Randy, for doing this. And yeah, this is I mean, seeing that the BTC movements are always great, and then obviously utilizing Zazook.app is always a bonus. So yeah, this has been really insightful, and yeah, we look forward to doing this again. So tomorrow we're doing it again, same time, and
okay.
Yeah,
and let's see if Bitcoin gets rejected here.
right. That's our thesis. Let's go. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.